Brian Tramel, RynoJB, Rollin Into Mempho.
That's right, live from Jonesboro, Arkansas. SBS Pod, Rollin Into Mempho. I'm BT, and there's my partner in crime, the one and only RynoJB. How the hell are you, Rhino?
It's another Saturday, which means another blessing from Championship Wrestling. So I'm extremely excited. Can't wait to talk about today's show.
Oh, I'm excited too. Really good show today. We'll talk about it real quick. Just some program notes. STSpod.club production. I miss the .club sometimes. We are doing Rocktober, as you can see the little logo up there. And what we are doing is just music podcast. There will be a G1 special, but everything else will be music except the episodes that you and I do. And it's with Lance Levine. We're right there. Yeah, my buddy Lance Levine, who came up with this book. And then he started the podcast right after that. He just randomly grabs a CD, reviews it. And then if you're a Patreon member, he will put a song on there. We don't want no copyright rules and everyone to block us. So also, I'm going to mention another book. I have this on my desk. Look. Remember, you know when I say tonight?
Yeah.
This is old school, man. Burt Prentice. It's with a friend of mine, Scott Teal, from old school, Scott Teal, from back in the newsletter days. Burt Prentice actually mentions me in the book. I was totally shocked, and mentions our buddy Dustin Starr in the book. So if y'all get a chance, go ahead and pick that up and tell Scott that BT sent you. All right, let's get ready, brother. Let's get ready. Let me tell everyone, if this is the first time you've watched us or listened to us, shame on you guys. But we do hits, misses, MVP, what do you look forward to the most, and thumbs up or thumbs down. So let's start with you, Rhino. What's your hits for the week?
Oh, I got a lot of hits, BT. Got a lot of hits. Let me start with the pink ropes. Pink ropes were a hit for me. I'm glad to see championship. I'm serious. I'm glad to see championship wrestling with the pink ropes taking care of are being supportive with the cancer awareness and whatnot. I thought that was a great look. I wasn't expecting them to do that, so that was a hit for me. Another hit for me immediately after seeing the pink ropes. Bret Michaels coming out as the champion, getting a dominant victory. It feels like a new era. I almost want to call it Championship Wrestling from Memphis 2.0, like NXT. It feels like we're in a new era with Bret Michaels as the champion. He's a dominant champion. We saw Sarah the Wolf make a guest appearance from Hollywood. Thought that was a good look. Warsaw, the killer coming home. Man, one hell of a vignette there. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in Championship Wrestling. It looks like a very dangerous individual, and we already got some big gorillas running around here in Bret Michaels and Mike Anthony, Big Swole, Justin Cole. You throw this killer in the mix, man, I'm all for it. Shane Russell making an appearance. Shane Russell making that special guest appearance. I met Lance Russell only once in my life, and my grandmother was a huge fan of his. So to see his offspring make a special guest appearance like that on Memphis Wrestling was truly something of a hit, if you ask me. Austin Lane putting over Kate Toomer as well. I love what Austin Lane was doing with the Best of the Best challenge, and for it to come to this point with Kate Toomer, you see Kate Toomer taking out not just Austin Lane here in this segment, but even Nikki Lane and even their friend from back home. Look, let me tell you this. I think that what Austin Lane is doing here is what the Best of the Best challenge was all about. Creating, trying to find a new star, getting a younger talent, making a star out of them. I think he's doing an amazing job making a star out of Kate Toomer. But Kate Toomer's doing a damn good job selling every hit that he's throwing out there. Seeing him take over the entire ring was great. On a little side note, Gentleman Jervis eating Tops Barbecue hit for me. I'm a big fan of Gentleman Jervis. And then Skylar Gray and Amber Rodriguez, they're coming out here together as a team, and they got each other's backs. I love it what Amber Rodriguez said. She created Skylar Gray in her image. It's almost like Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Love it. I'm here for it. Take my money. I'm getting a seat. And those are my hits this week.
And we talked about, if you're a Patreon member, you'll hear me and JB talk about they have a big sign in Memphis, a big billboard, and who was on the sign and what we thought. I'm not going to spoil it, what we thought. We talked about it off the air, kind of one of those things. If you're Patreon, you'll see what we think about it. But I'm going to piggyback on everything you said here. I think I love the video as we came to the show with Brett Michaels and putting him in that match, a real quick interview, putting him in the match they put him 1, 2, 3, still putting him over as real quick wins, and he is the champion. Then we had Sarah the Wolf. I like her. I really did. You said something about her. I like her a lot. The girl she worked was a real big girl, tall girl, solid, but I really like Sarah. My friend, am I supposed to say that? Kayfabe. Ivan Warsaw. So I know him as another name, and all I can say is he's a killer. Excellent on promos. Always has been. Here's a guy, JB, that when I was doing my website that I picked as the guy in the area to be a superstar. Besides maybe Dustin Starr, but he was, to me, would have went to the WWE, boom. He did go developmental. It just didn't work out. But he is a star. His promos are top of the line. I'll put him up there with anybody. Ivan Warsaw, we're looking forward to seeing him. Skylar, as you said, I really liked that. I loved her kick. Really a good kick. And here's the thing about Shane Russell. Man, you didn't say it. You talk about another Memphis wrestling moment. Here we go. Hollywood Jimmy, Shane Russell. We tear off the jacket that he just said, this is my dad's jacket. You knew what was going to happen. It's just like when you bring a birthday cake in on a wrestling show. But you knew what was going to happen. But I loved it. And I'll go one more thing. I did like the tag team turmoil match. I like the way they did put over Country Rock by them winning 2 matches. And then, they're tired, boo, and you got superstars here. That's why Derek and Danny won. But I really like what they did with them and doing. They established a finishing move in 2 matches and got them really looking good for 2 wins, and that's Country Rock. All right, man. Who misses? What kind of misses do you have?
I really don't have any misses this week. Really, what has been on my misses for the past 2 weeks was actually on my hits list, and I forgot to mention it. The audio. They're actually getting much better with the audio. It sounded almost completely on point. It is almost perfect with their new. I think they got some new equipment in there, and so I was really digging the audio getting better this week. But for misses, I don't have any listed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really see anything. I think there's plenty of things that could have improvement, but I think that those improvements are obviously going to come. So for me this week, it was all good.
I just the only thing was during the Jimmy Blaylock, I almost said Shane McMahon, Shane Russell deal. There was still a little bit of a sound issue. Other than that, not much misses. They
cut it in and out.
Yeah, those matches that they put on TV, every one of them had a purpose today. And I really like. Now, with we talked about. One of my pluses was Sarah the Wolf. I think just getting her over was the plan of that. They're getting Skylar over and letting Amber sit down. They are going to be stars of championship wrestling for Memphis, so that's why you have that. You know what, my missus, for 2 weeks in a row. Where is Maria Starr? Come on, Dustin.
Oh, yeah.
Bring Maria back out. Well, I missed you, Maria. I missed you.
She might be with Little Reese. Little Reese might be
oh, yeah. Little
causing
Reese
some havoc.
Real quick, tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow. It's the Boogeyman. That's right. The Boogeyman and Crazy Steve will be there. Hey, man, it's going to be a fun show. TV tapings tomorrow. That's a Sunday. Guys, go out, meet and greet, the whole 9 yards. Go out and see championship wrestling for Memphis. And Rhino's going to be there, and Rhino will tell you that place is packed every time. Go early. Order your tickets today. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just paid to say that kind of thing. It's really one of those things you need to do. All right, so here we are at MVP. Who's your MVP for the week?
Man, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. I had a different MVP, but I think I'm gonna have to give my MVP to Country Rock because they really did. They were so impressive in that tag team turmoil. I thought they were going to win the whole thing, and I can't. Well, I don't want to say I can't wait to see what they're doing next week because that's the next the next bit. But they're going to be my MVPs this week. Country Rock.
You know, I disagree with you there because they got them over. A lot of excitement there, but you're not going to believe who I'm giving the MVP to.
Hit me with it.
Hollywood Jimmy Blaylock.
Yeah,
oh
I feel you.
God, I had to do it.
I feel you.
Memphis wrestling moment.
Yes.
Thank you, Jimmy. I know I criticize you sometimes.
Really
I know
was.
I say I don't want to see you on the whole program. JB's going in with me too. We both thought Country Rock and Jimmy Blaylock, but I'm giving it to Jimmy Blaylock. He's giving it to Country Rock. I think they're both deserving. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I don't know whose idea that angle was. Who's on the booking committee, guys. Awesome. I marked out for it. I marked out for a moment.
You know what I marked out for?
What?
You know, you had I think it was Brad Skimmerhorn. He said the championship committee reached out to him. This means he spoke to the championship committee. I need to know. I need answers.
I'm sorry, buddy. I can't say anything, but
the championship committee.
I did send my application in for the championship committee, and I do know the members, but I've been sworn to kayfabe on that, so I can't say a word to it. I actually sent that to. I told you that last episode that I actually sent it to Dustin when he said championship committee. I texted him and said, I want to be a member. What I want to know, though, JB, is where the hell is Connor? That's what I want to know.
Connor, I think Connor is what happened to Austin Theory in NXT. I think happened to Connor here.
Oh, there we go with Connor.
Just ran away.
Guys. We are at the spot now. This is the question of the week.
Hi guys, Dustin Starr coming to you from the Wrestle Center here in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's time for the question of the week. This one's coming to you from Ed. Ed wants to know, can we have a steel cage match inside the Wrestle Center, and has the idea ever been brought up? Well, just to answer, yes and yes. So we have 30-foot ceilings here at the Wrestle Center, so we can absolutely fit a solid steel cage on the inside, and the idea was actually brought up for the upcoming Hardcore Halloween, which is our spooktacular that's going to air on Saturday, October the 30th. It will be live right here at the Wrestle Center on Sunday, September 26th, but we actually thought about having a cage match there, but instead we've decided to do something even crazier. Stay tuned. That was this week's question of the week. Thanks, guys.
All right. Question of the week. A cage match. I mean, I thought that was a great question. What do you think?
Yeah.
Who would you love to see in a cage match? I'm going to throw it out to you, RynoJB. We're going to have a cage match. You know it'll eventually happen. Who do we want to see in the cage?
Man. Oh, that's such a good question. Oh, God. Wow. I think, you know what, with the story being so aggressive, with the story being just it's kind of all over the place. You gotta end it with some chaos. The story between Mike Anthony, Bret Michaels, and Alan Still. Give me a triple threat steel cage match with that Heritage Championship on the line. Oh my God. I'll watch that a million times over. Triple threat.
I'm going to go in a different direction with this, and I really don't care what the team is they're wrestling against, but I want to see the Young Goats. This would end a program in the sense that you would have a tag team that they've been feuding with for a while, and we decide that it can only be settled in a steel cage because I want to see Zay Washington and Aaron do all that stuff off of a cage. Ever since we've seen, a Young Bucks and Phoenix and and Phoenix. Who's his tag team partner?
Oh, Pentagon.
Penta, yeah. When you see that match,
What a
and
match.
that's what guys. Before we go to the next question, I want to put over the Facebook page, Shooting a Shiznit without a G. Go over there and like it. There's a match from American Hostile Championship Wrestling from this past weekend. It has Zay Washington against a guy named Denzel Rollins. These two guys tear the house down, guys. The camera works kind of because it's a fan cam, but man, they tear it up. Zay Washington, man, JB, I know you like Aaron a lot. Zay is going. I'm not saying Aaron's not, but Zay is a future Heritage champion. I'll just put it there, buddy. I'll put it there.
Oh, wow. You see Zay as a future Heritage champion before Aaron?
I really do. A singles champion. Here's a guy that if you can see the crowd is the video. Go watch the video. The crowd is crazy about Zay. There's some kids in the very front of the video that sometimes you watch. They're in the front row. They're hilarious, but they're just so into the match, and the fans really like him. He's wrestled a lot with American Hostile Championship Wrestling, and I've seen some matches with Zay before everyone else. But young guy, a lot of talent. Reminds me of 3 or 4 different guys in the business. So there you go. What do you see? What are you going to look forward to the most, man?
Well, next week it was announced that the Young Goats will be in the main event. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most next week. Young Goats in action. Let's go.
I will. I'll go with that too, because it looks like we got also even into the future. We got Danny and Derek the King and Danny Be Good. Excellent tag team. Danny Be Good even mentioned Gibson, Tennessee. I was a superstar in Gibson, Tennessee. I want you to know that, Rhino. So manager of the year 2 years in a row. We would wrestle on a Sunday at 2:00, and it was either 300 people or 12. You just really never knew. So what was going to happen? Crown Jewel. I just want everybody to know we got the Crown Jewel free to watch Thursday afternoon at Dave & Buster's. And not only that, you'll get a free game card. So go in, watch the pay-per-view, and get a free game card. And you play that game card to get you something to eat. Daytime show. Remember that Thursday. Wow. Crown Jewel, no matter what you think about the Crown Jewel, whether you agree or disagree, they always put on a really good show. And we got Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar. Should be a good match. And here's a big match in WWE, JB, that we don't know the finish of. Really, you think you know the finish to most big matches, but this is one where who's going to win kind of thing. And we can talk about that on Patreon. Yeah. Let's talk about that on Patreon a little bit. Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, thumbs up. I think we're headed into the right direction here. I love today's episode. Looking forward to next week. Everyone is knocking it out the park right now. Looking like they're only getting better.
I agree 100%. Big thumbs up. Tomorrow, that's right. The Boogeyman and Crazzy Steve. They also got this T-shirt. I hope it's available at the show. It's an exclusive Boogeyman T-shirt. I've got to get to Dustin and tell him to get me one. It's going to be a fun show. I can't wait to see those tapings. All right, man. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.